everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing one of my besties makeups for a big event she has tonight. You guys always see me. I wanted to see how let you guys know how I do her makeup and see it on somebody else. So we're going to get started. Yay!
So today I'm going to be using the Nivea Men's Sensitive Balm. This is a great foundation for a lotion for anybody with dry skin or sensitive skin for your kit. Then I'm going to go in with the Bye Bye Pores primer by IT Cosmetics. I love this stuff. It just fills in so nicely and it feels so good. And then I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer that's quote-unquote anti-age. So for anybody with issues or wrinkles on their eyelids, this is a really good one. And then my NYX HD concealer in green, just to block out any of the redness that Emily might have. And blend that out nicely. And we're doing a little different today because I'm going to do an airbrush on her. So we have to do everything first. So now we're going to go in with the concealer, and I've already done under her eyes, and now I'm doing her highlight. You have to blend everything really nicely because the airbrush is like solidifying it, and it's you can't move it, you can't blend it, you can't use the beauty blender, it just stays there and is solid. So now I'm going in with her contour. This is what I would do for anybody who has a big event like she had that night, or my brides. I love doing the airbrush because it is flawless and it feels so good. It doesn't feel like you're wearing any makeup at all, and it stays on all day long because it's by MAC, so it's waterproof, cry-proof, sweat-proof. So it will last all day long. It's like shellac for your face, basically. But you see how blended everything else is? And there it is. There's the airbrush, my little gun. You want to make sure that when you do this, you have people super relaxed with their face, like she was tensing up and doing that, which can help, but at the same time, it is not necessarily the way her natural face is. So I was telling her at one point, okay, relax yourself, because otherwise the makeup won't look as flawless and seamless on her normal face. But there she is, and this is a buildable. This can build up into many layers, but it's so nice to have a flawless finish and so easy. I'm still going to go in with my RCMA powder and bake her just to, again, solidify everything, make it longer lasting. And I'm using a wet or a damp throwaway sponge, just like I would with a beauty blender. And I'm going to take that same RCMA powder and dust it all over her face to make sure that everything is set and solidified. Now I'm going to do her brows, and I'm going to go in with the NYX Tame and Frame in blonde. And she and I are talking, of course, and she's also talking to my children. So now I'm going to do the Morphe 35F palette. I've got a couple different Morphe palettes that I'm going to use here. All the brushes are Morphe. I've never done Emily's makeup before, so this was really fun to do it on her. I've done like everyday stuff, but to do a good nighttime going out for a gala look, which is where she was headed to, it was really fun to be like, hey, come over and I'll do your makeup and we'll have some girl time. So I've been switching between the 35F and the 35K palette for her look because I was going with more of a brownish gray smoky. I didn't want to do straight black. Her dress was all black and that would have just been very obvious, so I wanted to do something a little different that would still make her blue eyes really pop. So again, here we come in with that smokier gray look. We did the base in the brown, now we're going to go with the gray. And it's a pretty dark gray. It's almost borderline, it's borderline black, but it has a really pretty shimmer in it. And because she has a little bit of a heavier lid, I didn't want to do dark on the actual lid itself. I wanted to lighten that up and bring some life into her look. So I'm doing this light color in the Morphe 35K palette. And this color is actually still in the 35K palette, but it was a lot shimmery, more shimmer than I thought it was going to be. So that was a little surprise. Now I'm going to go with the NYX liquid liner just to really slightly line her the bottom of her lashes, on the top of course. I want to bridge that gap between false lashes and real lashes, and I find that this is the best way to do that. It's super thin, like really, really thin. And I'm going to do a layer of mascara right now. And I love this method because I use a fan brush and I can hold her eye up a little higher and she can blink and it's not going to get anywhere. But I love this method because I have more control over where I put the mascara exactly. Now we're going to use some Ardell Demi Wispies. Let those dry and dust up all the baking. She was a lot tanner than I expected because she'd been putting on self-tanner religiously. Now I'm going to go with my NYX liquid gel eyeliner. And one of my favorite brushes, actually by NYX. I love it because it's stiff, so I can really very precisely put the eyeliner where I want it, and I'm going right over the top of those lashes. I just like to cover up the lash line. I don't like to see that personally, so I'm doing a really thin layer there. And then I'm just taking a black and going underneath. I think this is just the black out of one of the Morphe palettes, and then I'm going to go in with a brown and smoke that out. Her eyes look so good. They look so big. Now I'm going to go with this Morphe, this is I think the 9B for bronzer palette. I'm just going to go over the contour again and bronze her up. Bring some life back into her. I'm going to contour her nose. So again, this is a full, more like a glam bridal look that I'm doing. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. I love this blush palette. I wish I had bought 10 of them because I can't find it anymore, but it is so good. It's got great pinks, great bronzes, both shimmery, both matte. I love it so much. It's such a good palette. I have to find it again. Now I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Illuminating Mineral Veil. So this is like their highlighter. I'm going to put this all over where highlight goes, on her brow bones, on her cheeks, down her nose, on her cupid's bow, on her chin, just to give her that nice glow that we all love. And I'm putting a little bit of coconut oil on her lips just to soften them up, make them more dewy, and helps with actually putting on lipstick and lip liner. We talked about going between a really bold look and a really soft look, so we decided to go softer for the lips just because her eyes are so bold for her. And then I'm going to spray her down with some MAC Fix spray, and I am done. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I had such a blast doing this for her and for you guys. And Em, thank you so much for being my model. I love you to pieces, and hopefully we'll do this again soon. Thank you guys. Enjoy the last look. Bye.